All right, so we about to go over chapter 3 and chapter 4 of the book. Chapter 3 was talking about creating automated accountability systems. So, like I was saying before, creating a circular company as a gym owner really focus on covering all the needs of your potential client outside of just offering them equipment that they can use to do workouts on or just offering them workouts. So, by creating an automated accountability system, you can have things in place where you can motivate that person and actually have accountability steps in place to keep them coming back to your particular gym facility. So this is what chapter 3 is all about. It's all about how to structure accountability. It's all about creating reinforcement mechanisms between workouts, not just giving the workout sheets or when you see their attendance slowing down and not reaching back out to them. It's about not waiting until they cancel your gym membership. I always keep following up with them. I always offer a completion workout class, offer some type of incentive for them completing their workout class, maybe a discount on the next month membership if they complete a certain number of classes. I always try to make sure they're responsive from a communication standpoint is the main thing too. Also, and then try to keep up with their metrics of retention. And so this is kind of like a breakdown of how your system, you can set up an automatic system as a gymship owner. And whereas one week, say they might visit 4 times, week 2 they might visit 4 times, and you only see 2 on week 3, and then 4 you only see 0. And so you don't want to wait until week 4. On week 2, you want to send an automatic follow up. I mean, on week 3 you want to set an automatic follow up because by the time week 4 comes, 0 visits, they might not even be paying attention to any promotional activity or any activity coming from your gym membership. So this is kind of like an example of what they mean by catching somebody before they get to 0 visits. Don't just allow your clients just to walk away. And see, this is an example of what you can say in a message. Hey, Sarah, we noticed you've been less active this week. Is everything okay? We'd love to help you stay on track with your goals. It seems personal. You always want to reach out via AI or like I said, you might have to hold some type of event or some kind of like little fundraiser event in front of your gym to want to attract people in there, want to keep them coming back. Because human beings love being responsive to people who are paying attention to them, who is reaching out to them. And so more other ways is creating accountability. You want your clients to be accountable. You want them to feel like they're visible and known. You don't want to pressure them. You just want them to feel accountable for that membership, that commitment that they gave. And so value is not merely just knowledge. It's like I said, accountability, following up on them, giving them encouragement, intervention. And like I said, AI can help automate some of these messages. You probably have to put them like in the database for people who stop going to the gym like after 2 or 3 weeks, and then you actually can use AI to do some kind of follow-ups to help you scale if you got a large gym membership, and that can help you with that accountability aspect. Then, or you can put systems in place, like I said, monitor the attendance patterns, schedule follow-ups, recommend interventions. Like say they don't want to talk a certain day and they might not respond back to you, you can offer them a certain program that's connected to your gym that may help them. Maybe that person struggle with depression, or maybe they're going through a rough time in a relationship or something. Not saying that you got to get into the psychological aspect or nothing, but you can offer them use like a promotion of like saying feel better, stop by the gym to get a free so and so. We notice that you haven't been here such and such time. Things like that. It's like you don't have to go full psychological or try to be a counselor, but just try to, if you noticing patterns with people, try to like reel them back and just want to keep them inside of your infrastructure. So examples, like I said, attendance streaks, workout streaks, challenge completion streaks, milestone achievement, consistency badges, monthly progress reports, things like that. Is what you want to pay attention to with your clients, and you want to keep all of that as full as possible to keep them. And so I'm gonna just scroll down. It's just going further in depth about ways to make them accountable. And so I'm just scroll down to the worksheet. Here's the worksheet that I said you can. That's at the end of every chapter. So the green zone, if you got a healthy, very attentive client, they're gonna come 3 to 4 times a week. They're gonna be engaged. They're gonna be maintaining, keeping up with whatever activities going on with the gym. At least 1 or 2 activities every week. Yellow zone, they only come 1 to 2 times a week. That's when you have to formulate an action plan with that client and create a follow date somewhere in that week. so y'all can sit down and brainstorm about why they're not coming, why they don't want to come, what else you can do to make their experience better with your particular gym. And then red zone, high risk, no visits for 14 plus days. You can text, call, email, complete. You have to keep following up with those three communication efforts, and then seeing, write down the outcome of how that turns out for whatever client you're reaching out to. And so this is the accountability log. So you want to keep up with that, or create an AI system that keeps up with each member and has a risk level for each member. And then once they reach the risk level of yellow zone, you want to have a follow-up date for every one of those clients. And so chapter 4 talks about building community loops. So community loops is like a place where people come and they actually feel like they're welcome. They're not just focusing on results, focusing on how to get workouts and how to get nutrition. They actually got a group of people they can lean on and actually get some feel like a community. Actually feel like it's actually a family that they're participating in, like they are a part of something. And so this is what chapter 4 is talking about. So they just want a closed loop ecosystem, understands that everything is not so necessarily about entertainment, it's about gravity. So when members may be feeling demotivated, like I said earlier, then you might not know what their demotivation is. Actually having a community. Okay, if I go there, I'm gonna see my favorite coach. If I go to the gym today, I'm gonna see my favorite friend. Things like that motivate people to want to continue to come back to your gym. So it's not also always about you having a relationship with that particular member. You want your members to have relationships with one another and create like an identity bond, a social identity bond with them. Because whenever you get people saying my gym instead of the gym, like as AI mentioned in the book right here, you notice that that's a profound psychological transition. Now it's becoming a part of them. It's becoming a part of their identity. It's not something that they go and do because they have to. They do it because they want to do it. And so, like I said, first principle, visibility. Members want to be seen. Like I said, create milestones for them. Recognize attended streaks. Actually have things for them. It could be something as simple as a free water bottle. If they have 2 or 3 times, they come 2 or 3 times per week, they can get a free water bottle, or they can get a coupon to get something. Actually offer incentives. Those are usually the highest motivators, incentives for people that keep coming back to the gym. Knowledge in their efforts, being very welcoming to new members, not just having them sign up with you and then scheduling appointments for them to do workouts. Actually, maybe have a welcome package for them or something like that. Uh, the whole point is you want them to feel like they matter, and you want them to focus on feel like they should be interacting with you, and not it's not just looking at it, oh, the gym, and oh, I just want to come work out just to work out. And then once you have members develop relationships with one another, then the retention is going to come exponentially stronger, because now the gym actually becomes a social network. So you maybe, if you have room in your gym, maybe you can set aside an area where it's with tables and stuff. They actually have a social um, area where you can have host classes, or host fitness competitions, like I said right here, fitness competitions, transformation, challenging group events, or even charity workout team goals. So maybe y'all can have a charity event where y'all, whoever lose the most weight, donate this money. Y'all raise money together, donate this money to a particular charity. Just having things where people are a part of something. It's not just all about them losing weight or them reaching their personal goals. Groups make people more resilient as individuals, because like I said, they actually have something to work forward to from a social standpoint. It's not just all about them. Um, Frequent visits, invite friends, and allow them to invite friends, because once they get a good relationship with the gym, whoever else that they may know, they might bring somebody else into the gym, and you can get acquire more clients that way, because now you have a huge family of people that know other people that's coming to the gym, who knows those people in the gym. So that's how your advocates become. That can become marketing for you too. And then AI, that goes back to AI about being able to recognize inactive members, encourage participation, organize member spotlights, having a spotlight. Maybe you can have a member spotlight of the month, or have almost like how they do employee of the month, have member spotlights identifying the most active members in the gym and offering maybe some incentives for them, have them to win a piece of equipment. All right, so you want the technology to support the relationships, to automate and provide scale for how you want to reach out to your clients. Because they're paying for, you want them to feel like they're paying for access to a tribe. It's not just, like I said, all about having access to the equipment. They're actually paying for access to a tribe, a group of people with a certain um, view and a certain mindset. So here's the template for a community loop planner. So I said community engagement calendar. So each week, every day of the week, you want to have some kind of community engagement activity going on at your gym. So you don't always have to invite speakers or members to your gym to do that for you. Y'all can be creative to figure out different things that y'all want to have going on at y'all gym. And then you maybe want to, when you sign up members, maybe want to ask what times that they usually be available and try to pick a time that's available for most of the members, so you can have uh, a higher attendance rate. And so you want to have, and this is an example of a member recognition sheet. You got member name, achievement date, take their photo, post their photo, actually open up a social media page and post the client's photo, the member's photo, so they actually see that their achievements or whatever their goals were that they met is actually being recognized and seen by people. So those are two sheets for chapter 4 and chapter 3. And tomorrow I do chapter 5, which is about creating a content engine, which goes feeds off of chapter 4 about having a community. Because once you get a community for your gym, then you're gonna want to create social media so you can post and get more exposure with the community that you done built. All right, so it's just the ebook part. I didn't, like I said, I didn't record me copy and pasting and creating all this because that would have took forever, and I can only put like a 15-minute video on YouTube. So, all right, we'll go to chapter 5 tomorrow.